Hi you guys, it's Nia and welcome to the Skin Talk. All right, so today we're going to be talking about lash extensions, and we're also going to be talking about henna brows and exfoliating. So first we'll talk about the eyelash extensions. I just want to give some quick, info for anyone who hasn't got them before and they're just kind of curious, or they're wondering if their lifestyle works with them or not. So for one, I would say if you wear makeup often, as in eyeshadow, eyeliner, the works up on your eyes, it's gonna be a very, it just requires a lot of care. So with using cosmetic products around your lashes, you're gonna have to make sure that you're really removing them, but our lashes are very delicate, so you're gonna have to figure out a way to clean and not be pulling at your lashes and the extensions attached to them. So that's one thing to think about. Are you willing to take your time with cleansing them, making sure that you're getting the gunk out? You can't just with a cotton pad, because that could pull at your lashes. So and you really have to clean them thoroughly and get that whatever makeup products that you're using out, because it could be a breeding ground for bacteria, and that's not good around the eye area, of course. So that's something to think about. The second thing is there's always a lot of memes, or I guess like just a lot of talk about like the eye mites that people get, the lash mites. So here's two things to think about, at least my theory on them. So when you're getting your lashes done, one, you want to make sure you're going to somebody who is licensed and a professional. At least I recommend that, just because of the cleaning knowledge and the sanitary knowledge that you get when you're licensed, the training that you get with that. Of course, not everybody that's licensed may have the same skills as somebody who just has a passion for it and hasn't went to training. However, they probably have not focused in on the cleanliness and sanitary requirements of dealing with different people using the same tools. So that's definitely something to think about, and make sure when you're going to get your lashes done that you kind of eye out the spot and see what's going on. Is it looking clean? Is it looking dusty? Like, what is it sketchy? Because once again, it's your eye health, and you just really want to make sure that you're picking the right spot. Also, the reason why, one, the tools that they're using need to be clean and sterilized, and if they're not doing that, that can cause problems and health issues. Also, so with the mites, it's important where they get their lashes from, the lash extensions that they're using. If they are getting them from a location or a manufacturer that is not held up to sanitary requirements, then the environment that they're creating these lashes in may not be clean, and it may be a breeding ground for these mites. And so when they get them shipped to them, or however they get them, there may already be mite eggs or whatever bacteria, whatever could possibly be in a packet of eyelash extensions can be. And then they may look nice from a bold, eye, a naked eye, and then they put glue the extensions on your lashes, but then, maybe a few days later or whatever, they've got what they need, which is oil, dirt, debris, and whatever else, and next you know, there could be some egg mites growing on your eyes, because naturally, we don't have mites that grow on our eyes, and magically, some people get them when they get eyelash extensions. So in my mind, I just kind of feel like it could be because of the lashes that they're using may have been infected already, and they may have been created or made in a non-sanitary location. So it's important when you're choosing your lash artist that they aren't kind of, getting them from a non-reliable source. and a source that they can't like go back to and say like, hey, there's something going on with these. People are getting mites, my clients are getting mites or something like that. So just make sure you do your research when you're choosing one, because it could be that they're buying them from an unreliable source. And so those are my two main things. And then the last thing about lash extensions are there is a common ingredient in the lash extension glue, and a lot of people are allergic to it. And they think like, well, I will try a different lash artist, and they'll try a different location, and it happens again. Their eyes swell up, they get pus around the eyes, different things, and it just looks bad. It looks horrible, and they have to go to the ER sometimes. And it's not, sometimes it isn't the lash artist. Sometimes it's that you're allergic to the lash glue. And no matter which glue you choose, they all have this one binding chemical that some people are allergic to. So make sure before you get your lashes done, you have them do a patch test on you with the glue. And if they're licensed, then they know what a patch test is. So just have them do a patch test prior to you getting your lashes done. That way you don't, in a few hours, have swollen shut eyes and eyelids. So that's my spew on eyelash extensions, at least from what I could think of. And then the other thing we were going to talk about is henna brows. So a lot of people ask me like, oh, what do you do for your eyebrows? And I usually do the brow pomade, but I've been kind of feeling like I just want to wake up and go. So I've been doing my, I've been putting henna on my eyebrows. Now, when somebody says henna brows, that does not mean that you go buy the henna that people do the henna tattoos with, because that is way too strong for your face, and that will cause a chemical reaction that you do not want. So please do not go on, I don't know, Amazon or somewhere random and go get some henna and think that you can just put that on your face. It has to be henna that is made for cosmetic purposes on your face. Not even hair tinting like on your head. That is too harsh for the skin on your face. It's very sensitive. So just make sure if you do that. I do like henna on my brows, and when I do it, it usually lasts about 1 to 2 weeks. It just kind of depends. But yeah, it's really great for just kind of waking up and going. And so one thing that I will say is the henna attaches to the outermost layer of your skin. So pretty much kind of like the dead skin cells on your skin. So if you are using a lot of exfoliating products, then that affects how long your henna brows last. So for me, sometimes it's shorter because I like to use maybe a serum that has the AHA, BHA in it, the alpha hydroxy, beta hydroxy acids, which is something that I talked about in one of my other videos, which was exfoliating, how to exfoliate without having the process. And so I pretty much just use products, sometimes like a moisturizer or a mask or a serum that has a AHA, BHA in it, and that kind of lets my skin naturally exfoliate on its own, release the dead skin cells off the top layer on its own throughout the days. And so with that, using that continuously, it does affect my henna brows, and it makes them fade faster. But what I try to do is kind of just use those products outside of my eyebrow. I don't do it over my eyebrows. I just kind of try to stay a little space away from it. But that is something to know. So if you go get your eyebrows hennaed and you spend money on it, then I just want you to realize that you gotta be kind of specific where you place your products. If you're using exfoliating products or you exfoliate, just kind of makes you stay clear of your eyebrows a little bit, because if you don't, then you kind of waste money if you go get it done. Now if you do it yourself like me, then it's not as bad because you can just redo it whenever. But if you're going out to pay for it, which if you're not skilled in that or like knowledgeable in that, then I would say kind of stay clear of it so you don't mess up your skin or your on your eyebrows. But if you are, then just remember that if you're using an exfoliating product, then your henna brows will fade a little bit faster. So that is all I have today. It was just those two kind of quick tips, I guess. I hope those were helpful, and I will see you guys again next time. Bye.